Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. Now before we get into this video, make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours, and that you're following us on Twitter and on Instagram for all the latest news and stories as and when it happens. So the big transfer that didn't happen in this January transfer window was of course Alessia Russo to Arsenal. Now this is a crazy story that has been developing over the last few days of the transfer window. So we're going to have a look at this deal in a bit of depth and to why it didn't happen. So let's start off with where it came from. So it was reported late on Monday that Arsenal tried to sign Alessia Russo for around 400k or a little bit over what would have been a world record bid for a footballer, surpassing what Barcelona paid for Kira Walsh from Manchester City back in September. And obviously within a few hours of that being broken, which was broken by David Ornstein of The Athletic, Manchester United had rejected the bid, stating that they didn't want to lose a key player to a title rival. Now obviously no official word came out, but it was being reported. So Russo, who has just a few months left on her contract, obviously is at this stage in the career where she's obviously going to be catching the eyes of world football, whether it be teams here in England, over in Spain, Germany, even over in America at the NWSL, after a fantastic European Championships with England, and looking like a good forward at this minute in time, and at like 23, 24 years age can still develop into a better forward. Then it was reported last summer that she had rejected a new contract from Manchester United, and that she would take some time to think about it, and United would continue talks over the course of this season about a new deal. Now as of the time of recording, the 1st of February, obviously nothing has happened in that sense. So more on Arsenal. So obviously they were looking for a striker with long-term injuries to Vivian Miedema and Beth Mead both being ruled out for an extended period of time due to them tearing their ACLs. It seemed that Arsenal were keen to bring in a forward. There had been talk of Chloe Lacasse coming in from Benfica, however Benfica weren't budging on that move. And then as well on deadline day there was moves reportedly for Senior Brune of Lyon, but again Lyon didn't want to lose Brune this late in the window without having a world-class replacement ready, so they tried to sign Alessia Russo for around 400k. That bid got rejected, and then on deadline day itself they had reportedly put in a new bid worth £500,000, and again that was rejected by Manchester United. Now today it's been revealed by Anton Tolui and Molly Hudson that they had offered some cash plus Stina Blackstenius and some other forwards in separate deals, but once again United turned it down, not wanting to allow Russo to leave so late on in the window without themselves obviously being able to get a replacement, and then helping out a title rival, because obviously Manchester United is currently sitting on top of the WSL table, Arsenal in third, and we've been so close it is you don't want to give that extra advantage to a title rival. So what happens from here? Now obviously Arsenal and Chelsea or any other English side that want to sign Russo can't start talks with her until the 1st of July due to her still being under contract here at Manchester United, and the rules state in FIFA that players can't talk with clubs from their same league until after their contract has ended. However, teams from Europe, so the likes of Barcelona, Wolfsburg, Lyon, any team in the NWSL, if they wanted to make a move for Russo, can be talking to her and her representatives about a move. But Manchester United obviously will be trying their hardest to get Russo to sign a new deal and stay at the club post the 30th of June when her current deal expires. So that is where we are currently at with the Alessia Russo situation. Arsenal making 2 to 3 bids for her over the last 48 hours or so. Manchester United refusing any sort of deal, as they obviously don't want to lose Russo and a potential rival. What do I think will happen? I think it really does be based on the fact if Manchester United can finish in the top 3 in the WSL and get Champions League football next season. A lot of players at United are coming towards their end of their contract and are big key players, so that if you look at Mary Earps and Ona Badjo as well, them two are what you'd say Champions League quality players, but aren't getting it at this time at Manchester United, and with their contracts expiring as well soon, if United can get Champions League football secured by the time the end of the season comes, then I think you can say, look, we've guaranteed Champions League football, and we're going to be building for the future. Stay here with us and we can offer you good football and better money and this, that and the other. So I think it all really does come down to whether United can offer Champions League football next season. Obviously a lot of stuff is going to change with Man United over the next few months, you would imagine, with the Glazers set to leave Manchester United, so it'll be interesting to see what sort of investment does come into the women's team on the back of that. And obviously come the summer, if United don't offer Champions League football, where does the likes of Russo, and Baggio go? Does Arsenal come in again for Russo? Does Chelsea come in for Russo? Because obviously there's Pernilla Harder situation, who is out of contract, and there's been a lot of rumours about her future away from Kings Meadow. Do a European team like Lyon come in for her? Because obviously Lindsay Horan will be heading back stateside after this season. There's been rumours about Kat Macario's future as well. So there's a lot of things that will play out over the next 5-6 months, and it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with Alessia Russo's future. But I do think a lot of it will hinder on whether Manchester United can secure Champions League football next season, as to whether or not she stays at the club. So that is the latest on Alessia Russo's future and Arsenal's failed bids for her in the last 48 hours. But like I said at the start, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you never miss out on a video of ours, and that you are following us on Twitter and on Instagram for all the latest news and stories as and when it happens. And until next time, we'll see you soon.